I watched 1 hour and 48 minutes of Queendom, so you don't have to. Episode 3. Okay, so the episode begins with all the groups talking about how they feel about how they placed during the first round. Hyolyn is really happy, as she should be. Kepler is upset with the result, but they are trying to stay positive and they say that they will work hard in the future. Vivies are also really upset, especially given how a lot of the groups chose them as below them. WJSN said that they want to do even better and even defeat Hyolyn. Like, oh my god, okay? I'm really looking forward to that. Brave Girls are also really upset given how they placed 5th. And then the episode actually begins with the groups walking in and they get a piece of paper, which is actually the results of the first round. And Brave Girls are just so adorable when they really pray and hope to get votes from the people in the audience. And I really hope that they do well in this round and rank really high because they only deserve the best. Hyolyn says that she's really worried about the next performance and that she wants to work harder. I can only imagine that being that case for Hyolyn because she set the bar so high. Now she has to go all the way to the stratosphere to defeat what she did last time. Then you have WJSN and they talk about how they have a huge gap between the scores of their performance and Hyolyn's, and they really want to make a jaw-dropping performance. Kepler then talked about how they ranked lower despite having a lot of global fans, and they at least expected to rank a little bit higher in that category. At least I was honestly surprised by that as well because I thought Kepler had a lot of global fans, but we'll see in the next round. And then Loona, oh my god, I forgot how beautiful Loona is. Oh my god, all these girls are such visuals. But yes, they talk about how they had to disqualify in the first round, and despite that, they are still very proud of their stage, and they should be because despite recovering from COVID, they still did a good job. And then all the groups walk into their practice room and they find these capsule-like things, and they also get a video sent to them by the male host Lee Young-jin. The capsules are called Queen Spoilers, and they can choose any one. And in order to get access to these spoilers, they have to complete some really funny missions like the Whisper Challenge, Eating Challenge, Finger of Fate Challenge, and that was entertaining. I do personally think that those segments kind of dragged, but other than that, it was fun, you could say. So Kepler, Brave Girls, and WJSN, they chose the choreography spoiler. Loona chose the spoiler for the song First Choice. I don't know if that's grammatically correct. That's what it said in the translation. Anyways, and then Hyolyn and Vivi's chose the health restoration, but unfortunately they both failed to get that. That was sad. And then when all the girls are walking into the competition for the second round, the caption on Shinbi said that don't misunderstand when it came to her facial expressions, and that gave me a good laugh. Oh my god, this season is definitely Shinbi's season. Oh my god, she's carrying it. And then Hyolyn walked in and her room was decorated with the tropical theme to match her previous performance, and they also had food for her. And oh my god, watching this episode while fasting when the food came up, that was a bit hard for me personally. And then Wizjin Wizjin, did I just call them Wizjin? Anyway, WJSN carried their own props, and they made sure that this time no mistakes happen with any of their props because they are still very traumatized by what happened to the hourglass in their last performance. And then Hyolyn, she decides the order of the performances. So Hyolyn chose WJSN to go first, Loona to go second, Brave Girls to go third, Vivi's fourth, and Kepler 5th, and Hyolyn will go last. And then in the crowd, former Queendom contestants were there, like The Boys, G-Idol, ONEUS, AOA, and Pentagon. And oh my god, I'm so glad to see AOA because I feel like they have been in hiding for God knows how long because of you know what. But I'm so glad that they are being acknowledged again. That makes me really happy. And it took 40 minutes, but oh my god, finally the performances are beginning. The first group to perform were my babies, WJSN, and WJSN says that they want to do Navillera, which is of course a very popular song by G-Friend, and they say that in this performance they want to continue the story using their broken sand timer. And oh my god, if you know me, you know who my ult groups are. So when Juhan and Hyungwon of Monster X walked in, I legit screamed. Oh my god. If you don't know Mnet and Monster X's beef, so Monster X refused to go on Queendom the last season, and that's why Mnet got really pissed and I think kind of banned Monster X and just Starship artists in general. And now they like invited Juhan and Hyungwon back. In their introduction, they talked about how Monster X was a world-class group, and that really sent me because we all know that Mnet had beef with Monster X, and now they I don't know, let them cameo in this episode. But yeah, Juhan and Hyungwon, they brought donuts for the girls, and that was like so cute and wholesome. They are good senior artists, and they helped WJSN make the performance really better, give them some constructive feedback and everything. And yeah, and then Hyungwon also helped Yorum with her dance, and oh my god, honestly, this just really made me happy because I remember watching No Mercy and Hyungwon, Minhyuk, like them like struggling, and now seeing them being pros and mentoring really is interesting, and I really like it. And Yorum, she works really hard to improve her solo dance, and I was just really looking forward to that as well. And the performance began, and at first I was skeptical because I was like, wait, Navillera is a bright song, are they gonna like make it dark? And I was like, I don't know if that's gonna mesh well. But however, as the performance progressed more, I was like, wow, Navillera, it sounds like something WJSN would release, like the way they did it. And I feel like a lot of people might not like that, and I completely get it, but I feel like WJSN did it in a way that I was like, okay, I wanted a bright and fun performance, but if you're gonna add the WJSN twist to it and make it work like this, then I'm on board. And it was so good because my jaw was on the floor multiple times when they were hitting those high notes with such ease. It was so good, and their stage presence and their charisma was really, really good. I can see this performance not being for everyone, but I personally really enjoyed it. And then you have Loona, and I was really, really hyped for Loona's performance, and their outfits are so different from one another, and I was like, oh, I'm excited to see what they do. And they perform Shake It by Sistar, and if you didn't know, Shake It has this Wano and this Shonu from back in the day. Funny. And then Loona met up with Hyolyn, and they gave her a gift, and Loona also talked about their recent struggles with you know what. And then Loona's performance happened, and it was really cute. It was fun. It's exactly what I wanted from a Shake It performance, and I had a lot of fun with this one. The girls did such a good job. Also, I don't know if any of you care, but I have become a Hyunjin simp after this episode. Like, oh my god. Like, all the Loona girls are stunning, but I don't know what it is about Hyunjin, but I just can't stop being so enchanted by her. Whew. Anyways, and then you have Brave Girls, and Brave Girls decided to do Mask, which is Kepler's B-side track, which is really, really good. However, unfortunately, some of the Brave Girls members did get diagnosed with COVID, and I swear the biggest villain this season has been COVID. It really has been. But the performance was still really, really good. Like, they understood the assignment. Oh my god, I was blown away by Brave Girls' performance, like the theatrics, the props, the vocals, and their stage presence. And of course, let's not forget the fake cash they had of their CEO. That made me laugh for legit like 5 minutes. Oh my god. Yeah, but the performance was amazing. I will say out of the 3 performances, Brave Girls is my favorite. Like, we love to see it. We love to see that. Okay, and then in the preview, something goes wrong with Kepler, kind of like how it did with WJSN, and I'm like, ooh, I am worried, but I'm also kind of salty at Mnet that they're using Kepler's pain, generate hype, so there's that. But yeah, that's what you missed on Queendom.